My name's Professor Hugo Frey from University of Chichester in England, and thank you for inviting me to Bologna. I'm here to talk about 1960s comics from France, America and Europe and their influence to do with pop art, and my field of expertise is contemporary cultural history. A long reason why I've been interested in graphic narratives is, of course, first of all, as a child I had a passion for Tintin and travelled all over Europe looking for Tintin memorabilia, many years later denouncing the whole field of Tintin for its historical problems. So that's one reason. The second reason is when I was a little bit older, I was the generation of studying history when Art Spiegelman's Mouse was published, and I loved that book and spent more time reading it than studying for my A-levels in traditional history. And then 40 years later I had an opportunity to return and work on the graphic novel, and without my interest in Tintin and Mouse I would not have been there.
Thank you, and first of all thank you for the invitation to Bologna, to the seminar and to this interview. It's always a pleasure to discuss things we are passionate about. So my name is Jan Baetens. I'm professor at the University of Leuven in Belgium, almost retired, so I'm about to enter the eternal sabbatical. Actually, I'm not at all an historian like Hugo. My background is literature, and more specifically, well, I started like everybody in the late 70s in, let's say, what was then the big hype, namely the French New Novel. I made a PhD on the French New Novel, and then gradually I moved to contemporary poetry, which I consider my core business. Nevertheless, just like Hugo, I have, let's say, very different interests, including comics, well, visual narrative in general, comics, also photo novels, film photo novels. And in the beginning it was just a hobby, but progressively, well, and thanks also to the collaboration with Hugo, from who I learned and I'm still learning a lot. It has taken more place in, let's say, my academic track record, and it's for me as a literary person, it's always a wonderful challenge to translate images into words. That's part of the fun as well, since you cannot continue to do it for so many years if you really don't like it.